So what I'm going to do, I'm sure you guys can see me, but I'm going to share my screen right now and present my presentation. And through this, there's going to be a lot of information on each slide, but I'm not going to go through it blow by blow, so don't worry about that. But at the end of each slide, there'll be resources for you to look at later if you want when this gets sent to you. And I have to say, I am not a medical expert. I'm not a breathing expert. I just like to breathe, and I know the benefits of breathing. And it is something we actually do about 22,000 times a day, if you can imagine that, 22,000 times a day. And of course, we take in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. And we can use controlled breathing to help us with balancing that carbon dioxide and oxygen. So I think what I'm going to do here first is start with a breathing technique. So basically, we're going to gather some information, and we're also going to do maybe 3, 4, 5 breathing techniques that will help us increase our focus, our energy, our clarity, helps our immune system, helps us handle stress, does a wealth of things, as you'll see. But the first one I'd like to try is very simple, and it's going to be the basis of all the other ones. This is called belly breathing. Okay. And what you're going to do is everybody sit up straight, but in a relaxed way. Just make sure your back is straight, or you can be lying down as well. Now, I can't see everybody now that I'm sharing my screen, but maybe you can see each other or see me. So sitting up straight, put one hand on your belly, just below your ribs, around your belly button, and the other hand on your chest, a little above your heart. Okay, so you have one hand kind of the top of your trunk and one hand on your belly. And we're going to breathe in. And when we breathe in, we're going to take in air through our nostrils, through our nose. And as we breathe in, we're going to expand our belly outward. So as if we were taking air into our belly. Let's try that. Inhale through your nose. And you should feel your hand that's on your belly move outward. Okay, let's exhale. So you're going to breathe out. And let's see here, I guess it's asking us to do it through the mouth. So let's breathe out through our mouth. And as we do that, our belly will contract and get smaller. So let's breathe in again and make our belly big. Breathe out through your mouth. Make it small. Breathe in again. Your belly is expanding. Breathe out. Your belly is contracting. Again, expand your belly as you breathe in. Breathe out. Contract your belly. And last time. So that's called belly breathing. And if you're lying on the floor, for kids, a good idea to do is put a stuffed animal on your belly and let the animal rise and fall with your breathing. And you can see here, you can study later these techniques, this technique, the benefits that it brings. It slows the heart, it helps you relax, it gives you, boosts your energy, and things like that. Now, I wanted to get you started on that to jump in, but I want to take a moment before we do any further breathing exercises just to admire what a marvel our breathing system, our respiratory system is. So the lungs, you can see up here at the top, and the diaphragm in the pinkish, those are our main organs for breathing. So the lungs are filled with passageways, airways, and air sacs. And if you stretched out those passageways, they would cover 1,500 miles. So there's 1,500 miles of airways, bronchial airways in our lungs. Imagine that. You could drive from here to like Santa Fe, New Mexico, on the airways if they were stretched out over 1,500 miles. And just in our lungs, there are 3 100 to 500 million air sacs or alveoli that take the air in, press the air out of our lungs, and we use those 22,000 times a day. Imagine that. Also, our lungs are huge. If you stretch them out flat, and I'm not exactly sure how they would do that, all the folds and the so forth, supposedly they would be the size of a tennis court. So you have the size of a tennis court all rolled up, scrunched up in your chest there. In addition to that, every day you are breathing in 5,000 gallons of air every 24 hours. That's a lot of air. And of course, when you're breathing in air, you're breathing in all the other stuff that's in the air, the gases, which is the oxygen that you need, as well as other things that are in there, particulate matters, any kind of molds or spores or bacteria, and our lungs clean up all that air for us. And it also takes water to breathe. You lose about 1 cup of water every day just from breathing. So drink your water. So as you know, our breathing can impact our focus levels, energy levels, mental clarity, our ability to stay present in the moment, problem-solving skills, productivity, immune system function, and our ability to handle stress and overwhelm. So there are a lot of things that breathing exercises can impact that are good for us. So we've done the belly breathing. Another technique I'd like us to try that is very simple is called balanced breathing. And it's called balanced breathing because you breathe in to the same count that you breathe out. So you're going to breathe in or inhale for 5 to a count of 5. So we're going to breathe in through our nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to exhale through our nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's difficult for me to count and breathe at the same time. So let's try that again. And you can deepen that with your belly breathing. So let's breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, while our belly expands. Now breathe out through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that balanced breathing, what it does for you, it balances your oxygen and your carbon dioxide so that they work with your nervous system to balance it as well. And it can help you it can make you feel calmer. A good technique is to do the 5-second in and out, which you do 5 in, 5 out, that makes 10. And if you do that 6 times, that's a minute's worth of controlled breathing. If you can do a minute of that, studies say that your body begins to respond, to relax, to get clear and get all those benefits even within 60 seconds of doing this. So this is a really easy one, and I find I can do it just when I'm in the car, when I'm about to teach a class, anywhere where I'm a little bit nervous or something's on my mind that's making me feel a little funny, I can do this, and it really, really helps me. Okay, so those were the 2 techniques. The belly and the balancing were just simple in and out breathing. Now the next techniques we're going to do will require holding our breath just for a few seconds. And there are a lot of benefits to holding breath, I've found. One is that also helps balance your carbon dioxide. And we usually think of carbon dioxide as a waste product that we breathe out, but it's actually needed for the proper functions of our cells as well. And in fact, if we have too little carbon dioxide, too much oxygen, we can begin to get dizzy, nauseous, irritable, and so forth. So it's a good idea to practice some of these techniques if you're feeling like that. And holding breath can also bring these benefits: improve longevity, you might live longer, protect your brain cells, promote brain tissue regeneration. It helps induce an anti-inflammatory response, so it helps your immune system, increases your lung capacity so you can do physical activities better, and it also reduces stress and anxiety. So the next few techniques will be a form of breath holding for just a few seconds. This is called square breathing. Okay, so if you imagine a square, we're going to start up here at the inhale, and we're going to inhale to a count of 4. So we're taking air in. I'll show you how to do it first. 2, 3, 4. So I've inhaled. Now I'm going to hold it. 2, 3, 4. So I'm holding my breath in. Now I'm exhaling to a count of 4. And I can't talk while I exhale, but that was 4. And then the last side of the box, we're going to rest. No air in our lungs. And we're going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to inhale again and keep the square going. So inhale, hold, exhale, rest. So let's try it together. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold it, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4. So you can see we're holding our breath for 4 seconds on one side and kind of on 4 seconds on the other side. So this is also one that can bring energy, help you reset, give balance, and help you feel better. Okay, now for this one, this is also a breath holding technique. And Dr. Andrew Weil, who is a Harvard-trained doctor who works out of Arizona these days, has studied this technique a lot, teaches it, and has really incorporated it into his wellness plan, his wellness studies. And I want to show you a video with Dr. Weil. So I'm going to stop my screen for a second, and we're going to breathe along with him. So let me make sure I have computer sound on. Share my screen. I'm going to skip that screen. Okay, does everybody see? Tanya, if you could tell me with your mic, because I can't see the chat. Do you see how to perform? Okay, awesome. So this is about 3 minutes, and it goes pretty fast, so breathe with him. They count a lot faster, and you'll see the number appear on the screen. So let's go.
The famous 4-7-8 breath, the relaxing breath that I teach to all patients and doctors and students and friends, another yoga breathing technique. In this, you try to keep your tongue in the yogic position, touching the tip of the tongue to the ridge of tissue just behind your upper front teeth, like that, and try to keep it there the whole time. You breathe in quietly through your nose to a count of 4, and you hold your breath for a count of 7, and then blow air out forcefully through your mouth. Helps if you purse your lips out and you make a whoosh sound when you do that. So the exercise begins by letting all the air out through your mouth. Then you close your mouth, breathe in silently to a count of 4, hold your breath for a count of 7, out through your mouth audibly to a count of 8, and you will repeat this for 4 breath cycles. Looks like this. That's it. You must do this at least twice a day. You can do it more frequently if you want, but never more than 4 breath cycles at one time, at least for the first month. After a month, if you're comfortable with it, you can increase to 8 breath cycles, and that's the absolute maximum. It's desirable to slow the whole exercise down as you practice it. What limits you is how long you can comfortably hold your breath, but as you practice that, you'll get better and better at it. And after doing this for 4 or 6 weeks, you can begin trying to use it for things. If somebody says something that pushes your button, you do this exercise before you react. It's a great way to deal with cravings. It's a great way to help you fall asleep. If you get up in the middle of the night for any reason, get back in bed, you do the exercise, you'll fall asleep easily. After 2 months, 3 months of regular practice, there are very significant changes that happen in physiology. This lowers heart rate, it lowers blood pressure, improves digestion. It is a very powerful anti-anxiety measure, in fact, much more powerful than the anti-anxiety drugs that are commonly prescribed. Takes no time, needs no equipment, very time and cost effective. Everything to recommend it, so I urge you to begin practicing this.
All right. So, good information from Dr. Weil. So, let me go back to my presentation. Oops, that's not it. Here we go. Getting there. Hang on. Here. Okay, go back and present mode. Okay, so that was the 4-7-8 breath holding technique. And you can see it's got a lot of benefits attached to it. I had wanted to try this, the alternate nostril breathing, but I'm going to skip that. If you're interested in it, that's the one where you breathe in through one nostril, and then you close the other one and breathe out. Then you breathe in through that one, close it, breathe out. And you continue to do this for about 10 rounds. And this really helps calm your mood. It helps balances your right and left brain. It's something that's done quite often in yoga. So if you want to practice that one on your own, the directions are right here on the presentation that's going to be sent out to you later. But I thought what we do is close our presentation with one of the most fun breathing techniques ever. And this is called lion's breath. And many of you have probably done this. This is where you breathe in. You're going to breathe in a big, well, first of all, let me tell you what it's good for. It's good for moving stuck energy. If you feel stuck, you can't, you don't know, you've lost your clarity, you don't know what you want to do, you can't think of good ideas, you're kind of bored. This is a good time to do this. Also, it gives you energy as well. And then also, if you have emotions that you don't know what to do with and you just want to get them out of your body, this is a good one to release emotions if you get mad at somebody or angry or whatever. It's good to do this rather than do some kind of physical thing to the person that you're mad at. Okay, so what we're going to do is sit in a comfortable position, and you're going to be tall and proud like a lion. Okay, and you're going to imagine you have all those stuck feelings or those, feelings that you don't like in your hands, and you're going to close them up tight in your hands. So you've got all that stuff in your hands. You're going to close your eyes and take a big deep breath through your nose, and you're going to make your belly expand when you do that. So, and then when we breathe out, we're going to let out a big roar. We're going to stick our tongue way out. We're going to open our eyes as wide as we can, and we're going to let all those emotions go out of our hands. Okay, we're going to do this 3 times. So let's do it the first time. So big breath in. You've got your emotions there. Close your eyes tightly. Deep breath and exhale. You can shake your head too. That's good. So you're roaring like a lion, your eyes are wide, your hands are out, your mouth is open, your tongue is out. Let's do that again. Big breath in. Ready? Exhale. Okay, last time. Big breath in. Ready? Right. Feel. And that is the end of our session. I see somebody's asleep in the back there. She must have gotten so relaxed from the preceding exercises.
We lost her on the first